Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm happy to let you know that Marty McFly from Back to the Future Part 3 Hot Toys movie masterpiece 616 arrived a couple of days ago, and today I'm going to be doing the unboxing and review. As always, we have our box. In this case they chose to have a picture of Marty, Michael J. Fox, from the movie itself on his duel with Buford McDuck Tannen, and this is the costume that we're gonna get for the figure itself. Movie masterpiece 616, 1/6 scale figure. On the side, on the bottom, on the side we have a nice picture of Back to the Future 3 with the car and the horses pulling the car, Marty and Doc. The back side, Back to the Future 3, the clock showing on the background with all the warnings. On the side the same thing. And the bad thing about it is I pre-ordered also Doc Brown at a different time, so he's still not here. But once I get him, we're gonna unbox and review that one, and then we're gonna put him together with this Marty McFly. So as always with the movie masterpiece, we remove the box. Going up we have the insert picture, and it says the perfect way to travel through time. You got a picture of the time machine. I don't know why. I guess they're advertising. Maybe they're coming with this particular car later on, Mach 3. We already have the Hubble conversion too. So inside we have our regular clamshell with all the accessories on the top. I'm gonna get this out of here. And on the top shelf you're gonna have some of the accessories, kind of like the gun, the walkie-talkie, the belt, the gun belt, the little bulletproof stove door vest, the little pie, and then we have a little picture of the grave. And inside we have a picture of Doc and Marty posing in front of the clock tower, being built in 1885. On this particular one you get the hoverboard, because on part 3 he uses a hoverboard to save Doc and Clara from the train falling off. You got the scarf, you have the poncho that comes with him, and of course the base down there, array of hands and some pegs. Let's look at Marty himself. I already looked ahead a little bit at some other reviews, and everybody's happy with Marty. And in this case, let's go look at it. Let's just take the plastic off. I like that they don't super tie him up now. And then on this one, this is the issue that everybody has. I mean, I don't know why they did that, but the hat comes already attached to the head, and there's not an extra portrait for him to, you know, use a head sculpt without the head on. But that's what we got. We have the western clothes right here, the pants, the boots. It's been done a little bit of weathering and dirt and grime in there on the boots and there itself. It looks really good. It looks really good. We're gonna put everything out on the table, and then we're gonna look at everything that has to offer, and then later on we'll take a closer look at Marty. I kind of do like this portrait. It's kind of like I don't know, they've been hit and miss on the Martys and Docs with the expressions, and this one is really good for Marty. I like it. It's pretty close to the Back to the Future 2 maybe. We're gonna compare it later, but yeah. Okay guys, right quick before we get into the accessories, since you have to take the head off to get the poncho in, also for him to wear the poncho or get the scarf on. The good thing about this figure, since you can't take the hat off, you have to take the head completely off the body. I like what they did, that they put the ball joint inside the head. That way some of them that they have the neck connected to the bodies differently. So when you pull it out, pull the neck out, your costume here is always wrinkling up, or sometimes you pinch it down or you push it, and it makes it for a very aggravating experience when you try to get the accessories going on him. And in this case, since the ball joint is inside the head, it makes it easier not to mess up the clothes. So that's one thing I wanted to say right quick. Okay, we have all the accessories here and Marty. The main thing that I want to start with, our base here, we have the Back to the Future Part 3, Marty McFly. This is done, it's got like a little, it's you can feel it. It's not completely flat. I don't know if you can see it on in the camera, but you can feel that it's not a flat surface. But I love the picture of them. Again, the car, Marty and Doc in the Old West, and his nameplate also has some kind of feeling to it right here. The one thing I am really upset about, I don't know why Hot Toys is always messing up with our Back to the Future figures. If it's not the Doc's head, it's the light shining through the overflow of light shining through the car. On the Mac 2, the hover conversion floating, flowing up. The expressions of Marty also. But in this case, they gave us a waist grabber. I hate these, because these, especially if you're gonna have the gun belt attached to them, this will mess up your costume every time. I wish they stopped making waist grabbers. They're good if you're gonna do like a Spider-Man pose, flying pose or something, but still they will mess up your costume, even though they have this little rubber things at the top, at the point. Still, I don't like it. So what I'm doing usually is I take these off and I get some off-brand on eBay and buy me some crotch grabbers and just attach it to it. So this is what I was talking about when I talk about on eBay getting some cheap bases that has nothing. Some of the figures that I ordered third party comes with no bases, so if you want a base, you can have this one. You can glue it too. They kind of flimsy, they're really cheap, but they have the crotch grabber over here. So what I do is I will take that off, come to our Marty McFly, take that piece off, and then I will have my crotch grabber right there, the way I like it. And you can, like I said, I bought mine on eBay. They're very cheap, so you can look for yours. And that's what I'm gonna do with my figures. Okay, moving on with the accessories. Let's see on the hands. We got a couple of fists, a couple of almost relax or grabbing hands. There's two different ones in here. You got one more like shooting, the other one's more relaxed. Two of those, they both right hands, and then you get a set of grabbing hands. Those are for shooting. You got the gun, you got the pie, you got the walkie-talkie, and these are your fists. They're always well done. They're always very well done, sir. And then, as always, Hot Toys give us the wrist pegs. Extra ones, you get two. On this case, like I said earlier, we have the hoverboard that he's going to use at the end of Back to the Future 3. Again, same thing happens with the Marty McFly. That doesn't have the Mattel logo, but you, like I said, you can go to eBay and buy some custom-made stickers that are very easy to put on. I might make a video about that because I bought some for the Back to the Future 2 Marty with the Pepsi logo, the Nike logo for the shoes, and you can just attach them to it. There's water-based and it's very easy to clean. To apply. Just make sure you clean from the dust. Clean all the dust from your hoverboard. And then on this case, of course, like the other one, this rotates to accommodate the foot. We have our frisbee pie slinging with some holes at the bottom. It's plastic, but it's very sturdy. It looks really nice. That's the one he throws at Mad Dog when he's getting ready to shoot Doc. We have the final scene when he's using the stove door as a bulletproof vest, which he saw that on Back to the Future Part 2 when Biff was watching TV. He was watching I think it's The Good, About It, and Ugly, maybe. I can't remember, but it's Clint Eastwood. It's one of them, one of the movies. He's got that. You can apply that to him. You have the walkie-talkie. I think Doc from Back to the Future 3 comes with it too. It's got the big battery. It moves a little bit. It's not glued to it. And then also the antenna retracts and extends. And then you got Burgess dry gel number 2, stuff that Doc always making for them to stay in touch. Be careful, it's very flimsy, it goes in very easy, so be careful if you're going to handle that one. You have the scarf, like we already talked about. It was you take the head off of the body and then you slide it in. I don't see any wiring on it, so probably with a little bit of messing with, you might be able to get it to set right. I would not like to unhook this, untie that, and put it over the head. I'd rather just take the whole head off and slide it over. You have the gun, the pistol that he was using in the movie, one of them. This don't move, the hammer don't move. Let's see, this rotates, the chamber. There's no bullets in there, no paint done, but it's charged, loaded. I don't think there is any bullets. Nope. Yeah, there is some bullets. Yep, sorry. There is some bullets. You can see it right there. Some of them, I don't know if all of them, yeah, they get the bullets right there. And on the back side, since this way, this gun in particular loads from the side, you got the chamber that you can open it, and that's how you load the bullets. And let's see. Yep, they have the bullets on the back too. There's not much weathering on it. It's very flat painted. It's just not the paint that's flat I'm talking about. It's just painted black, a little shiny black, and plus the brown on the wood over than the handle. It's a nice piece. And we go into the gun belt. It looks like, again, we're going for pleather. Let's see how long it's gonna last. Over time, you have the little ropes right here. It's also pleather. Be careful with them. They will hook to his thigh, so you're gonna have to knot that over his thigh. You have some bullets right there. They're sculpted, but they are not removable that I know of. So be careful when you handle these. They're very nice now. You can see it, all the silver and the gold on it painted there. It's amazing. All the stitching around it, and then the way you do it is you will unhook this piece, and it's like a working belt. So you put it over you take it out of here, and then you unhook it. Let's see if it's got like an actual hook to it. No, this one doesn't have, no, like Doc. There's no little hook to go on the holes, which I kind of glad and not. You risk the way you risk damaging if it was a little peg, and then this way, you know, it'll stay there. But I just rather not have the little peg. And we're gonna attach that to him a little later and show you what it looks like. And then the last one is his poncho. It's his Clint Eastwood poncho. In this case, there's no wiring on the poncho itself. There is, I feel, some little magnets, I think it is. Yep, magnets right there. So when he's wearing it, you can give it like a little shape to it, since there's no wiring for it. And there's different ways you can attach it, whichever way you want to attach it. But it's very, very neatly done. I like the stitching on, and I like the feel of it. It feels kind of like an actual poncho. It feels like actually real material. And then in here, of course, you got the holes for the arms to go through, the hands and the arms. If you attach that after you put it on, which I like it. That way you don't risk damaging the poncho itself or the stitching on some of them, on some figures that they have. But yeah, there's the pattern, and you got the flakes right here. Very neat. There's some pieces that you might have to clean out of it, but yeah, it's amazing. On this particular accessory, it comes like this, and you will think, okay, that's it, that's the accessory, because that's the present that Dogs gives Marty. It's gonna be really hard to put back because there is actually the picture inside of it. First thing you do is just slide the Polaroid picture where you have the grave, where it says "Here lies," and there's no name, but it says the September 7th, I think it is. I can't read it. Give me a second. Yeah, we can't. I think it's September 7th. Yeah, there it is. September 7th, 1885. The back side, I wish they did the little Polaroid thing on the back, but they didn't. So, but still, it's a neat, it's a neat accessory. And on this one, I hate doing this, but you have to. So at the end of Back to the Future Part 3, when Doc comes back from the past/future with the time machine, it's not the train, he gives Marty a gift, and the gift is the picture that they took in 1885 in front of the clock tower when it was being built. Very neat. It actually looks like a little real picture. September 5th, 1985. Your friend in time. To Marty. And then on the back it's just that. But yeah, it's a neat accessory. I love that. Now putting it back, it's gonna be easy to put it in the sleeve, but then have to do the knot again. But that's awesome. It's a nice touch. That's it for all the accessories. Let's look at Marty one last time before we get into any posing and final comments. Here's our Marty portrait, looking kind of amazed. Looks like a young Michael Fox right there. I like the sculpture or the look of him. I think it really comes out nicely. On certain angles, it looks just like him. If you look him straight forward, kind of like maybe, but I'm really happy. On hand or in hand, it looks much better. Then you have the hair going over the ears. That's awesome. Again, we can't take the hat off, but there's some detailing over there. I don't know why they did that instead of adding another head sculpt, maybe. Like you can take the hair off. They did it with Luke. They did it with many figures. That you just take the head off. Here's our jacket with actual buttons right there, which we don't have any extra buttons, so be careful with them when you're handling them, because I don't see any extra buttons on the accessories. You have some buttons over here too for the shirt, and underneath there is another shirt. If you can see it right there, there's an undershirt. You can probably see it if you take that off. The pants are Velcro in. They got pockets that actually are open, so if you want to slide something in there, you could put something in the pockets right there. The pants flow really nicely down all the way to the boots itself. They're flayed out a little bit here. You can see the stitching on the bottom to leave some room, so they fall really nicely. and when you raise it up, you can see the boot itself. I guess it's the actual boot that he was wearing, the size of them. Really nice. The only problem that I see is there's gonna be some kind of tilt and forward and back, but not much. The only reason why it's moving is because there's so much room in between the leg and the boot, so you can move some. You can see it moving there, but it's not gonna be much articulation on there. But let's see the legs. They go all the way up like that. I'm gonna push, not gonna push them too much. They got a double joint on the knee. The hands are always the same with the peg. You can rotate and tilt. Let's see how far we can go with the arms. All right, double joint. It goes all the way up for extra posing. That's amazing. You can see also the extra shirt. I mean the sleeves on the shirt right there too. And then of course the head, you can tilt it because it's the ball joint. You can go up and down. There's some neck articulation there. You can look up, maybe up to there. And then of course I have crunch, go sides and turn and rotate. Now I did not forget, because I wanted to do this last. Alrighty, that's it for Marty. I'm gonna do a couple of poses, a couple of accessories. We're gonna do the bandana, we're gonna do the gun belt, and a few poses, and then I'll give you my last thoughts on this figure. Also, right quick, just to let you know, when you do your quick changes, there is a butterfly joint over here, and you can go up and down. So it's easier when you move back the arms, and then you already took the hands off. You can slide the jacket off slowly. You know, be careful, and it makes it very easier to exchange the different costumes for the different poses. So you do it like so, and there you go. Okay guys, for the poncho itself, the way the poncho fits is, this is your front, where you can see if you flip it over, you have these two magnets at the back of it. That's going to be the back of the figure. Okay, the back of the poncho. I'll show you why. So what you do is, you will get your body, put that over. The first thing I do is, on his left arm, okay, that's your left, I'll flip him over. There's two magnets right there. You can see them. Put those together, and it'll keep the poncho from moving a lot. On the left, this is the back of the body. You can see his butt right there. So in these two, you attach them together. It'll keep this folded. It'll be for better posability. When you go to the front, you'll see you have two here, and then you have two right here. So what they want you to do is, they want you to get the further one down up to this one on the top. Up to one of these. And it's harder to do it on camera, but you do that one. And then you get the bottom one, that the one is left right here, you get it to the one is left at the top. Right there. So when you move it down, you can have kind of like the poncho. It's already kind of, the poncho's already wearing the way it should be, and it gives you enough room here to put the stove top, the stove door that we're gonna put in a second. We're gonna give him the stove on it. And on the back, you have kind of flare out. You can move it over if you want to, like that, and then that's the way it looks. It gives a more natural look. This arm, it has more opening here, I guess because this is the gun arm. So we're gonna have the holster right here, and then this one is more just for posability. All right, that's for the poncho. For the stove door, they want you to get the loop that's already hooked up. You put it over, and then you can leave this one flaring out if you want to, like that, or you can go around. It doesn't matter. You can attach it to it if you want to, but it's not going to change anything. Just leave it there. Or you can go around the waist, but it don't almost wants to reach, but they don't reach much. So they tell you in the instructions just to leave it like that, and then you will put, if you want to, you'll put his mask. We're gonna put, again, make sure that the two in the middle goes towards the back of the body. You can put it there, go over it. If you want him to wear all of it, you don't have to wear all of it. You don't have to put all of it at one time. But this is the problem when there's no wires or nothing. He wants to right up, and then you will get your head, attach the head in, and then we go over the magnets again, and you get these two. The top one here, and they won't go with each other because the magnets are in such a way where if you put it on the wrong one, like if I put this one on this one, they repel each other. They won't attract. So you put that one and it stays there. So you can't mistake. Just make sure you put that one in there, this one in there, and there you got your Marty McFly. It comes into a corner right here. You can bring that down. You can also move this a little bit if you want. Don't want to unhook that one. And that's the problem with this. But we'll get him going. I'm gonna get the gun belt, and then we're gonna post him. So for the gun, it's on his right hip. So you're gonna go around, and it's kind of hard to do it on camera, but you come around like you saw it on the review when I was opening. You saw how this comes over this way, and then you're gonna loop it there. I don't know if you can see it, but you loop right there, and then you have to bend it and go in there. So let me do it off camera for the moment. Okay, we get the belt loop like so, and please read the instructions, especially for the magnets and stuff, and it tells you how to attach everything. So just make sure you look at them. Sometimes they're self-explanatory. You don't have to look at the instructions, but for this in particular, I wanted to read it. And then once it's attached, you move it a little bit to the right, and we're gonna do a little knot on the thigh. Okay, I did one loop. You can do more if you want to, but it's pleather, so I don't know how long this is gonna last. I wish they did another kind of material for the loop, but just make sure you go around. Kind of loose. It's coming off, but see, it came off, but it has to be on the side. So what you do also, you get the gun for the holster, and you put the gun down here. And you can push in a little bit until you see it's coming out of the bottom a little bit. It doesn't have to be too much. There's no loop to hold the gun in place or anything, so it just goes up to there. That way he can have in the post grabbing the gun. All right, that's for those accessories. Okay guys, and this has been Marty McFly from Back to the Future Part 3, mms616 by Hot Toys. I am waiting on Doc Brown from the same movie, from Back to the Future 3 as well. Like I said, I ordered them at different times, so he's on his way, but not here yet. As you can see, I did try to adjust his poncho to reveal the gun. I did the scene when he's trying to have a duel with Buford McDog Tannen, and also I worked a little bit with his bandana to push it down a little bit so he can have it wearing and not raising up a little bit. I kind of used on his chin, try to push it down on his chin, try to push it down a little bit on there, and then it works better that way. You can also have him wearing it if you want to. Okay, a little bit like that. If you mess with it a little bit, you should be able to get him to wear it correctly. I'm trying to get it to a point, but it's kind of hard. You can unfold a little bit of those. They will unfold some to give you some playroom, but then you'll lose the triangle corner of it. In the movie also, he throws over the poncho to reveal that he was wearing the stove door as the bulletproof, and then hits Tannen with it. So there's very different poses that you can do, very different parts of the movie. The belt gun I lowered a little bit to give it a little bit of more room to show through the poncho. But also what you can do is, if you work with a little bit, you can raise up the left side, and it looks like there's some kind of weight to it. It will look a little bit better. Looks like it's got some weight because of the gun. So you have the walkie-talkies, you have the pie slinging. You can take that off. You can take the stovetop door off if you want to. But overall, this figure is amazing. I wish they had one that does not have a portrait, that does not have the head attached to him, and maybe a different, I don't know, look for him. But overall, I love this figure. If you guys have not pre-ordered it yet, I don't know if it's still available, but make sure just go over. I think there's some more pre-orders that you can do. They open up a few weeks back. Maybe you can get yours too. I love my figure. I think it's amazing. And I usually don't do this at the end of the videos, but I thought it was kind of appropriate since I don't have Doc Brown. But here's Marty with the other figures from Back to the Future Part 2 right beside the DeLorean. So you give you an idea of what he might look like with the other ones. Once I get Doc Brown, we'll be able to get them together. But if you see his expression right here and the hair, and then we'll go to the other one, it looks like they might have used a different, yeah, it looks different. It's not the same head. It's not the same head sculpt that they're using on either one of them. So yeah, but he looks amazing. Look at the details. Look at the gun. His shirt and poncho. But yeah, he looks amazing, and he looks with him. It looks he goes with him, so it looks really good right there. So yeah, if you guys like the review, if you want to see more, or you have any questions, let me know. That way I can answer. Just make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way you know when you have more videos coming your way. I'm waiting for Doc Brown, and I have a little other pre-orders too. There's third parties and from Hot Toys and other third-party companies. So just make sure you guys hit the follow, get the bell notification going, and then I will see you on the next review. I hope you liked it.